Hi, I'm Abby Beckford, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an imprint. So this activity you may have done already if you are either in or have taken a biology class where you would be using air-dry clay to make a fossil. And in case you haven't, I wanted to show you guys anyways, because I know many of you have or work with children. All right, so let's get started. So for this activity, you will only need a few objects, such as parchment paper, any type of flat-bottomed larger object, such as a pot like this one, or a book, some air-dry clay. You may need a little bit of water and whatever object you want to use for your imprint. I'm using a little object of a mugo pine plant. Alrighty, so the first thing that you need to do is make a ball of clay. Now for mine, I already have made my ball of clay to save some time, but all you really need to do is make a ball about the size of, let's say, a bit bigger than a tennis ball, and then you might want to use some of the water to soften the clay. And then what you're going to want to do is have 2 pieces of parchment paper, lay them out flat, take your clay ball, put it in the middle of the surface, take your other piece of parchment, put it on top of it, and hopefully it'll stay there. You can press it onto the clay a little bit to help it hold. And then you want to take your flat-bottomed object, and you'll want to press down. You'll need to apply a little pressure here, and you kind of want to rotate it like this. It'll help smooth it out evenly. Might take a minute to get it right. Alrighty, and then you can see here I have my flat clay, and the purpose of putting the 2 pieces of parchment down is, 1, so you don't ruin whatever surface that you're doing this activity on, and the second one on top, so when you're smoothing it out with your object, that doesn't leave some sort of residue on it. Or if you were to smooth it out with your hand, you're going to leave fingerprints, which we don't want to do in this case. Now, if your object was to be a fingerprint, you could totally just do that too. But I'm going to take my object next, and you're going to want to press it in to the clay circle that you just made after you took the second piece of parchment off. You might have to press it down a bit. You don't want to press too hard. Alrighty. And now my object is sort of ingrained into this clay. And then all you have to do is carefully peel it out of the clay. You may want to use tweezers for this if you don't have nails that you can use to peel it out of. And there we go, I took it out. And then we have our imprint. Now, after this, you're just going to want to let this air dry for about 3 to 4 days, and then it'll turn into something like this. Now, this was a different plant that I used. I used an arborvitae branch for this one, but it still had the same effect. And as you can see, as the clay dries, it hardens and it's a little slippery, and it turns a bit lighter. Now, after it dries, you can further the activity by painting it or sealing it with some sort of clear sealer, whatever you want to do with the dried imprint. Now, this activity is really enjoyable for all ages, but it's specifically great for children because you can adapt this activity to be used into a lesson plan to teach children how the things that they say and the things they do can leave an imprint on our world. Thanks for watching.